haven't even been out here an hour, and I've already made 40 bucks. First, I've done 3 orders, and I'm waiting on my 4th now.
Turn right onto Rainier Avenue South.
Alright guys, so it is 7 o'clock on the dot, and I just completed my 4th delivery in the first hour. I started at 6. I have already made $51 or $52. Alright guys, so I got 2 orders right now, and one of them's ice cream, and the other one has ice cream in it, so it's like, you know, I don't know, bro, like, I don't think we should stack ice cream orders, because, I mean, that's one thing, like, if you have a fucking, like, cooler on you, like, that would probably be a good look. I'm working on that, but for now, it's just in the DoorDash bag, you know. I mean, it's one thing if they're, like, 2 orders from the same ice cream place, but it's like, order from an ice cream place, then pick up a pizza with ice cream, you know, and wait like 10 minutes past the, you know, pickup time because they were fucking taking too long, and then you've got to go drop off the other dude's order first, like they had it all backwards. It was like drop off the pizza first and then drop off the ice cream last, and it's like, dude, that's like 20-30 minutes after the ice cream is put in the cup until it's
in 1,000 feet, turn left onto Beacon Avenue South.
Anymore. It's gonna be a goddamn milkshake. Understand? It's not my fault, bro. Where's Beacon? I'm freaking. Like, the waitress came out and was like, oh, you both have the same order for JP. Like, he ordered twice. Yeah, and that one has a $40 tip, and that one has a $40 tip. And I'm going, fuck me. I missed out on a $40 tip, bro. 2 of them? She's like, he must be being generous because it's the holiday season. And they're like, oh, wow, thank you. And I'm sitting there like, God damn it. And I'm waiting 10 minutes to get my fucking order. Bullshit. Alright guys, so we're still going strong. Tonight is still early. I mean, it's just now 8, so I've just been out for 2 hours. And I don't know how much I made during the last hour, but, you know, definitely more than 25 bucks, maybe 30, maybe even higher. Honestly, I've lost track. I've had so many orders. It's just been order to order to order, back to back to back. You know, being a top dasher, highly rated, I'm getting first priority on high paying orders according to the app. So, you know, they're always hooking me up with some good orders straight away. They can't get enough DBS merch out here in terms of DoorDash. So, yeah, your boy is staying busy. Now I just gotta wait because I'm here super early at this Ethiopian restaurant. Literally, I got the order when I was literally at the intersection. I had to do a quick skirt over to the left turn lane, and now I'm popped over here in, you know, semi-legal parking spot. Just gotta wait 8 minutes and keep on going. But I just wanted to brainstorm a couple of things that I, you know, definitely hate about this app still. You know, call me negative, but I just want to put it out there, like, that these are issues that need to be talked about. And I don't know if anyone's gonna watch this video from DoorDash, but, you know, you gotta fix your app. Like, that shit is still fucked up. How many years after you know, came out with that, you know, app in the first place, and everyone was complaining, giving it 1 star on Google Play Store, and it hasn't changed. It is still the buggiest, shittiest app I've ever used, and that's saying a lot, bro. I've used a lot of buggy, shitty apps before, and this is probably the worst. And the thing that sucks about that is your livelihood is depending on this app to function. If the app doesn't function, you're not making money. You're not able to work. So that's kind of a big deal. And the problem with the app is, you know, I thought after switching to 5G that it would, you know, that I would start to get better service indoors and it would start to work better. You know, my service improved, but the app didn't fucking change. It is still crashing. It is still freaking out every time it wants to freak out. I mean, it's like there's really no trigger for it. It will just freak out anytime it feels like it just can't handle life anymore. And then the app just wants to fucking check out. And, you know, usually this will happen, you know, often it will happen after I drop off an order. Just happened today, twice, you know, within the first hour. You know, I drop off an order, hit confirm delivery, little fucking spinny fucking circle, nothing happens. Hit it again, nothing happens. Hit it a million times, nothing happens. Go back, return to dash, go back to dashboard, go back, return to dash, nothing. close out the app, open the app again, close out the app, open, nothing. Do that, rinse and repeat, and then the app has a fucking brain seizure and decides not to load, and then you're sitting there waiting on the loading screen for fucking 5 minutes. Restart your phone, nothing. It just decides to start working whenever it decides to check back into reality, and that could be anywhere from a minute to 10 minutes to fucking indefinitely. So that is unacceptable, especially if you got two orders. Especially, you drop off an order, customer doesn't even know that it's dropped off until you confirm that delivery. Especially if you didn't ring the doorbell, right? So there's food just sitting there cold. And most of these motherfuckers don't even consider to put a little table at their door. They just say, drop it off at leave it at my front door. Well, your front door consists of a muddy pool of water and a fucking waterlogged welcome mat. I'm gonna put your pizza box down on that welcome mat, and that shit is gonna soak through in 30 seconds. And I'm sitting out there trying to confirm my delivery, and nothing is happening, and I'm waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting, and you're waiting and waiting and waiting, wondering, is my food here? I mean, you could be watching my progress, but if you're not, you're waiting for that notification, you're not going to get it until I confirm the delivery, which could be, another 10 minutes from now. And then on top of that, you got another order, and now you don't know where to go to get to that next customer. So next customer is literally waiting for you to, to hit that on your device to alert them that they're going to their location. Otherwise, they're gonna freak out and think, oh, he's not delivering my order. And plus, you can't just you have to guess, and then you could be going the wrong direction, and then that causes the same result, right? They're gonna think you're a retard heading south when you should be going north. That's just one thing, and it shouldn't be like that, but it is. I'm gonna go in here, grab this order, and hopefully, throughout the rest of the dash, I'll be able to articulate some other of my concerns. Thank you. All right, guys. So it is 8:20. It's 2 hours 20 minutes into this dash. I've already made $90 on the app plus a $10 cash tip. It's $100 I've hit in 2 hours and 20 minutes, which is like, fuck, I can't do math, like $40 an hour. I don't know, something like that. It's busy out here tonight. What can I say? Dashing around Rainier. Just got 2 really shitty orders back to back, which I hate to, I hate to decline orders because I want to keep my acceptance rate really high. It was around 81 at the start, before I declined those. I think it's down at 79 now, which is fine. I should be able to stay within the margin of, over 70 to maintain top dasher. But, I just want to get it as high as possible. I know it's not a big deal, but, and most of the orders I get are pretty good. So, that's why I generally accept most orders. But if it's a $3 order, bro, no tip on that shit, forget it. All right, so yeah, it's another day, but here's some more stuff that is just ridiculous about that, right? So they tell you, like, in the delivery, in the pickup instructions, like, what you're supposed to do. And some restaurants are super strict about it, and they're like, if you don't follow that, like, they get pissed, right? Like, you've got fancy restaurants downtown and shit. They don't want to see your scumbag ass in the restaurant. You're a DoorDash driver. You're a lowlife. They don't want to see you setting foot in a fancy restaurant. People are going to lose their appetite if they fucking look upon you, right? So they tell you shit like, park outside, call the restaurant when you arrive. Someone will bring out the order for you. Or even some places like the Cheesecake Factory, like the exquisite, like 5-star fucking, only fit for like the wealthiest rich of the rich ever, the Cheesecake Factory, right? Yeah, they have a separate fucking entrance for dashers at the South Center one, and God forbid you set foot in the normal entrance, and then the, high class, exquisite, pure, society can set eyes upon you and turn to stone or something, right? But so this is IHOP, right? Another really high class, fancy restaurant that you shouldn't ever touch the floors and the carpets with your own feet. So they tell you to park outside, and here's a screenshot of it. says it right there, right? So it's like, park outside, call the store when you arrive. So I do that shit, and then the person inside is like, oh, no, you have to come inside. You can't do that. You have to come inside. I'm like, well, it says that in the pickup instructions. Like, what the fuck? And she's like, no. You can't do that. You got to come inside. And I'm like, whatever. Like, fuck, man. You know, somebody's got to change that shit, bro. Like, come on. You know, I already parked. I'm walking inside. And then I'm looking at the pickup instructions. I'm like, fuck. They said to stay in the car. God damn it. So I go out back to the car. I'm about to fucking move my car over. And I start calling them. And I talk to them. And they're like, no, like, you got to come inside. I'm like, well, what the fuck, bro? I know it's not a big deal. But I'm just saying that type of thing happens
in 800 feet. Turn right onto 6th Avenue.
All the fucking time, dude. You've got places like Burger King where it says, like, come into the lobby and pick up from the pickup rack, you know? Like, great. You know, it's fucking 8:30 in the morning, you know? It looks like there's people in there, somebody's eating at a table. I go there, the doors are locked. The lobby's not even fucking open. Like, why wouldn't it say in the pickup instructions, go to the drive-thru if the lobby is not open? The lobby's only open from, like, 10 a.m. to fucking whatever. Why would it not say that? Why, like, what douchebag was like, go to the pickup rack? Well, you see that, you're gonna park your car because you're gonna expect them to fucking frown at you if you try to go through the drive-thru. Sometimes you go through a drive-thru in some of these places and they're like, you gotta come in, bro. Dude, there's a Wendy's around here. If you go to the drive-thru, they're gonna tell you to go back and park.
Turn right onto 6th Avenue, joke, then turn right onto the I-5 South ramp.
Time, bro. You're wasting the customer's time. You're wasting the fucking food quality. You know, it might only take you a few minutes, but it may take you fucking 5 minutes.
Turn right onto the I-5 South ramp.
You know, and it's just, dude, in this job where you gotta get the food to the customer as soon as fucking possible. You got hot food to deliver.
Continue for 3/4 of a mile.
It's not made for deliveries. Like, you know, it's gonna get cold and nasty. You know, 5 minutes, 3 minutes, whatever. That's a long fucking time, dude. And you can't be dealing with bullshit constantly, dude. It's like, you're literally treated like trash. So fuck them, bro. Yeah, dude, there's a McDonald's around here, too, in West Seattle, that their lobby isn't even fucking open. Like, this far, you know, into the fucking pandemic or after the pandemic or whatever you want to call it, like, 99% of the places have open lobbies. These motherfuckers are still holding out on us. Their lobby is still closed. and it says in the app, when you get an order for them, it says, come into the store and pick up the order. Well, your fucking store's closed. That doesn't even make any goddamn sense. You know, so I go there, and I'm trying to go into the fucking thing, it's closed. I'm like, motherfucker, dude. So I go to the fucking drive-thru window, and nobody's there. You know, no cars are there. There's a car behind me. Like, there's a line of cars, but somebody just
in a quarter mile, so take exit 163A towards South Columbian Way.
Like, go to the drive-thru. Like, I can't give you you can't just give me the fucking order, bro? Like, how fucked up is that? You can't just reach over, here's the order, it's ready. But yeah, I mean, the fact that DoorDash's app is so buggy, like, still, like, I have 5G, like, there's no reason, you know, it's the app, it's not my connection, you know, and every day, like, at least a few orders, it's like this, and it's not just like it doesn't work for a second, like, it literally freaks out and doesn't work for fucking 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, like, dude, I am driving away, like, a good 5 minutes away from the customer's drop-off location, and my app is still not fucking working, dude. I can't confirm the delivery. I can't even get support. I can't even hit the support button and ask somebody for help. Like, that's how fucked up it is. Like, I have full bars, full coverage, 5G. Like, it's not an issue with my connection. And I've restarted the app 3 times. Like, what do you want me to do? So I just go back to the app right now and I just get a loading screen. It's just the DoorDash logo, red background loading screen. It's been like that for like fucking minutes, dude. You know, and what am I supposed to do, bro? Like, you know, I'm not getting new orders. I can't confirm the delivery. You know, I couldn't even, if I fucking tried, I couldn't do anything in the app. It's just literally frozen. It's like somebody just pulled the plug. Like, you know, all of a sudden everything's fine. All of a sudden just decides to just crash. Dude, I don't know, bro. I've used a lot of shitty apps, but this one might be the absolute worst that I've ever fucking used. Like, it is just abominable. I can't believe how many goddamn people are at this Safeway at 2 o'clock in the fucking afternoon, dude. Does anybody fucking work anymore? Jesus Christ. But that's not what I came here to talk about. We want to talk about DoorDash and how this shit has screwed you over, bro, because, you know, you're really going against the grain, bro. Like, everything in the app is set up to make you fail. And I know I've said that before. No, I'm not. I'm just trash this one. This one sucks. Many things in DoorDash are set up to make you fail. You know, you're really working against the grain. You're like running uphill, or swimming up a fucking waterfall, whatever the fuck the expression is. Because check it out, like, your on-time percentage. Many probably don't care about that. I fucking care about it because I care about my stats. You know, I care about how I do. I think that you should care about your stats. You know, I think it's important. I mean, first of all, the top 3 stats are important for you hitting top dasher. The last one, on time percentage, is just a good indication of, you know, I feel like that should be high. But it's not. And the reason that it's not high is not always because you're not on time. And in fact, most of the time it's not because of that. So DoorDash often sets you up to fail in many ways. And I've talked about this before, but like, the on time percentage is like just a fucking joke because, like, dude, I try my hardest to get there on time. Like, it's a big deal for me to raise my on-time percentage. And I've been hustling that on-time percentage, bro, since I had it at, like, 68. And I've raised it all the way to fucking 80, bro. And I'm super proud of the fact that I was, despite all the adversity that these motherfuckers don't allow you to, you know, complete the orders during their window of time, you know, not because of anything of you being late, but because, you know, A, the app doesn't work, you can't confirm the delivery until fucking forever. B, like, you're in an apartment complex with no service, and that shit, by the time you go down the elevator and, you know, figure out how to get, you know, park your fucking vehicle and all that bullshit, by the time you get back out to your car and you get service again, you're driving down the road, well, you're late. But the main thing that pisses me off is when, you know, it's a situation like that you just can't control, you know, and it's like, I just did 2 deliveries where the first one, she gave me the wrong room number. So it's like, you know, I've got a batch order, so the second one is pending on me delivering the first one. I don't get why people are so fucking nice around there. Like, they literally stop for anything. It's like, you have the right of way, yet you're stopping. I think that's more dangerous. It's like an old grandma driving like 15 miles per hour down the fucking freeway. Like, that shit's hella dangerous, bro. Like, you need to go the speed limit or above. Like, you don't want to go slower than the speed limit. But around here, bro, fucking West Seattle, all these fucking drivers think they're so fucking safe and so fucking courteous. They stop for everything, and they fucking, you know, they slam on the brakes and stop if there's like anything less than like fucking 20 feet width of road ahead of them. Like, goddamn, bro. And they'll stop for people at a stop sign turning into a main road for no reason. Like, that shit pisses me off. But anyways, yeah, I'm not that nice. I'm nice when it's following the rules. Like, if I stop at a stop sign and you got there before me, like, I'm gonna let you go for sure. But like, I'm not gonna get there before you and then wait for you to go. Like, that's just retarded. That just wastes all of our time. Like, just go when it's your goddamn turn. But anyways, all that aside, I'm delivering this order to the customer. They give me the wrong room number. You know, first of all, it's one of those complexes where, like, they're super secure and they don't just let anybody up the elevators. Like, you need to be authorized to use the elevators. And she didn't give me a last name, and the call box only operates based on last name. I checked it. I looked super hard at it. I scrolled through. Nope, you can't enter the room number. You know, and it's not one of those ones where there's like a receptionist right there waiting for you, where you can just tell them, hey, I've got a delivery for this room. Anyways, I finally get somebody to let me in. Somebody is nice enough to let me in. But then, of course, I can't use the elevator. So I'm like, well, fuck. I can't use the elevator. What do I do? And I go up the stairs. I'm like, fuck it, man. I'm gonna get this food to the customer. I go up fucking 4 flights of stairs, just running up them. I mean, it wasn't like crazy. It was just four flights. And then I walk all the way up and down the fucking hall. Their room number's not there. Why? Because it's one of those retarded complexes that has 2 towers. And I'm like, what the fuck? How am I supposed to know that shit? So I go back down. And I go all the way down the other side to the other elevator. Of course, I can't use that elevator. So I'm like, fuck, man. And I don't have service. So I'm like, fuck, I can't call them and tell them, like, hey, like, I can't get up the elevator. And you didn't give me a last name, so I can't use the call box. So I go outside trying to get service. I'm like, I'm just going to try to get service and call them. But of course, the rule with the app is, like, if you don't get service... Damn, that crow wants to get fucking run over. If you don't get service, it doesn't just automatically work again when you get service. Because DoorDash is retarded, it won't let you fucking use the app for like 5 or 10 minutes minimum after, you know, because it has a fucking seizure. So, you know, I have service again outside, but I can't use the app. So I'm like, man, what the fuck do I do? So, like, I finally get somebody, I'm begging people to, like, let me in, you know, please, can you let me up to the 4th floor, you know? So I finally get in, and there's like 10 minutes past the fucking thing by now. And I go up there, I knock on the door, and then somebody fucking eventually comes. Like, I knock twice, they eventually come. They're like, I didn't order any DoorDash. I'm like, what? Like, it says room number right here. It's like, it's the right room number. And they're like, nope, that's not me. And I'm like, alright, sorry. So, I'm thinking, like, what the fuck? Like, she gave me the wrong room number? Like, what's going on here? So, by chance, there was a janitor in the area, and he saw that, and he was like, where are you trying to deliver to? And I'm like, you know, that room number is like, what's the name, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, here, come down with me. I'll try to get you to the receptionist, and they can figure it out. So I go down there, you know, fucking walk all the way down, and I've got burgers, dude. Like, this shit gets cold. And, you know, we go to the receptionist. They're not there. They're out to lunch. So the dude himself, the janitor, goes into the fucking system and looks up this person's name. Like, I have a first name and a last initial. I don't get their last name, but it was enough to deduce that it was the next room over. So she gave me the wrong room number by like 1. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? You know, so I go back up. He brings me back up to the fucking 4th floor. I go deliver it to the customer. By then, dude, it's fucking 10 minutes late. You know, bro, like, this shit is just, you know, it's just shit you gotta deal with, man. And that, of course, pushes the next order back. So the next order, I'm way the fuck late on it, you know, already starting off. And then by the time I got to the customer, you know, it wasn't that bad. I fucking hauled ass. I sped like a motherfucker. I drove reckless as fuck. And that's the other thing, too. It's like, DoorDash doesn't understand, like, by doing these things, you're kind of forcing your dashers to make, you know, aggressive decisions on the road that might be dangerous, you know, and I definitely think that they should take that into consideration, especially when the app crashes all the time and you're looking at your fucking phone when you're driving. Like, that shit, it's fucking dangerous, bro. But anyways, you know, I fucking, you know, I get there, deliver the food, and then my app crashes, of course, fucking crashes, can't confirm delivery for fucking 15 minutes. And, you know, by that time, it's late. And there's nothing you can do. I mean, I was on time. You know, both times I was on time. But it was, you know, either the fault of the customer or it was the fault of the app that caused me to be late. So I take a hit. But that's just what happens, you know. You can't always be on time. Even when you are on time, you can't always be on time. You know what I mean? So my on-time percentage is lingering around 80%. It's probably going to go down after this. But I'm really fucking proud of it being at 80%. I brought that shit up from 68, you know. Well, at the McDonald's, it says, welcome back, dining room open, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. But guess what? Dining room hours closed. They closed it, even though there's a dude inside. So, I'm here. They didn't make the order yet. They didn't even have the order. So I gotta sit out here in the fucking cold rain while they make it from scratch for like $4 order. Wonderful. I don't know why they're closing the fucking dining room again. Like, they had that shit closed for the longest time, dude. Like, ever since fucking COVID. Now they're closed it again. Unbelievable. They just opened it. Alright, so that was some of the dumbest shit, bro. Like, I go to the McDonald's and, like, their lobby's been open, like, for the longest, you know, I mean, not the longest time. Like, they did open it relatively recently, but, you know, now it's closed again, like, for no fucking reason. Like, what? Like, everyone's getting COVID again, better close the fucking lobby. God damn it. Like, come on, bro. And it still says, of course, go pick up in the lobby. So I'm going in there, and the back, like, the secondary door was, like, open with the fucking, like, caution, like, one of their janitor things stuck in the door. So I went in that way, and a dude's, like, screaming at me from the parking lot, like, oh, we're closed. They're like, no, you can't go in that way. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I just looked at him, put the thing back in the door, and just went in. And then I'm standing there, and the dude rushes in, and he's like,
in 1,000
you gotta go out.
feet, turn left onto
like,
Southwest
I'm
Dakota
like, I'm here
Street.
for a DoorDash order. He's like, we're closed. I'm like, what the fuck? You're fucking closed. Like, you were closed for like 2 years, and you've been open for like 6 months. Like, what the fuck? So anyways, you know, they're fucking closed again. But on top of that, they didn't even start my order,
Take
dude.
the next left onto
Like,
Southwest
they didn't
Dakota
even start
Street.
the fucking order yet, bro. And I'm trying to show him all the shit from my phone, standing outside, and he's like going in like, all right, you know, we'll make it out. I'm standing out.
In 300
it's fucking
feet at the traffic circle, continue straight to
There's
stay on
literally
Southwest
freezing
Dakota
rain.
Street.
There's like little bits of snow. I'm standing there outside, dude, like, while they fucking make the order, dude. It's just unbelievable. All for a $4 order. Well, that was pretty dope. There's a dude working down here at Alki. I wish I could kind of show you a little bit. Not really, when I'm driving. Yeah, a little bit. But it's just like super cloudy today. You can't really see any land, so it just kind of looks like you're just looking out into the ocean, which is dope. Super calm, like not any wind, pretty chill. I mean, it's, like I said earlier, if I keep that in the video, 33 degrees, freezing rain, a little bit of snowflakes. But, you know, it's just right on the verge right there. 34 now, down here. But dude was working down there at a apartment complex doing some construction. It was a big like drink order. There's like 7 different beverages that I picked up from Bartell's, and for some reason they actually had all of the items, which is just an anomaly. Like they never have all of the items, bro. That's just unheard of, and it's crazy too because like half of the drink case was out of stock. You know, so like, you know, I'm going like, oh fuck, how many are going to be out of stock? I always hate having to do the issue refund or substitution shit, but sometimes you have to. That's cool. We got a foot ferry coming in from like a
Turn
weird
left
angle.
onto Ferry Avenue Southwest.
I don't know what ferry that is. Does a foot ferry come from Bremerton?
Continue on California Way Southwest for 1 mile.
Anyways, dude was working at the thing, and I'm like, nobody's there, so I'm like, you know, again, it's like, what do you do when they give you a room number, they don't give you a last name? It's like, I don't know if they expect you to know their last name so you can hit them up in the call box, but they didn't have their last name, so I'm like, okay, what do I do? And I'm scrolling through, and then sure enough, one of the tenants has a dialed number that is the same as the room number that I'm going towards, so I'm thinking, it has to be the right one. So I call them, and they're like, you know, hello, and I'm like, hey, DoorDash delivery, and they're like, you know, I didn't order DoorDash, so I'm going, fuck, got the wrong one. And then the dude comes downstairs, and I'm like, oh, here you go, man, you have a good one. And you know, the guy's still on the line. I thought I hung up with him, and he's like, are we all good? And I'm like, oh yeah, sorry about that, sir. It was a worker that ordered the DoorDash, you know, I'm sorry to bother you. I was like, man, fuck, I always hate it when that shit happens. Like the other day, you know, and it wasn't, you know, it's like, it was probably the right room, like, but they probably just put a random room there, just to fill in the, I don't know. Like yesterday when the customer put in the wrong room number, it was literally the door next door, and I knock on the wrong person's door, and then I get somebody on, oh, we didn't order DoorDash. I'm like, fuck, dude, hate that shit. It's super awkward. But, you know, it was cool. It was a $15 order. All I had to do was pop into Bartell's for like 5 minutes, find a bunch of drinks, wait in line for another 5 minutes, and then jet over to fucking Elkai. It's pretty chill.
Avenue East.
Man, it is nice when everything goes according to plan. That last order was just super butter. Like, not only was the order ready when I got there, which is always nice, but like, I freaking pulled in like a boss, like backed around the corner, busy ass East Lake.
Slight right onto Fairview Avenue East.
I'm facing the wrong way, and I'm like, fuck, what do I do? So I take a left real quick, and then I fucking back around the corner.
Continue on Fairview Avenue East for half a mile.
Like almost like half a block down the freaking thing, because I noticed there's nobody there in the parking lane. But there's a spot, like there's one spot available, and I go all the way down, like right in front of the restaurant too. It was super slick. I was like back around the corner like a G. It was hella funny. But yeah, man, always nice when that happens. That's fucking dope. Had a couple other crazy things happen today.
In a quarter mile, turn.
One thing that was not so dope was a Starbucks order. Like, I show up at the Starbucks, and I'm a couple minutes early, so I'm thinking, oh, they probably haven't made it yet. And I'm standing there, like, literally right in front of the pickup counter. And, you know, there's like
take the next right onto Valley Street.
3 or 4 workers in there, like, freaking walking around, like, you know, I'm looking at them. I'm, you know, I'm not being weird, but I'm just, you know, I'm there, and I'm like, kind of like, have my phone out and shit, like, so you can kind of see that I'm a DoorDash, you know. I'm a DoorDashian, or whatever the fuck. And none of them fucking even, like, ask me, like, do I need help, blah, blah. Like, they seen me walk in, I'm like, you know, kind of like just looking at them. So I figured, yeah, they're still working on the order, no big deal. I literally stood there for fucking 6 or 7 minutes, like, just standing there, dude, like hella people.
In 1,000 feet, turn right onto Westlake Avenue
right
North.
in front of the fucking thing, 6 or 7 minutes, dude. And then somebody finally is like, you know, I finally, like, you know, DoorDash, like, you know, and they're like, can I help you? And I'm like, yeah, DoorDash. It's fucking right there, dude. It's been sitting on the counter for the whole time, dude. And it's a hot chocolate.
Turn
dude.
Right onto Westlake Avenue North.
Like, bro, like, fuck, man. That shit's gonna get warm. I mean, not warm. It's gonna get cold. It's gonna be maybe lukewarm by the time it gets to the customer. I'm like, bro, can't be letting that shit sit there for fucking 7 minutes. But I guess that is kind of my fault to a degree, because
continue on Westlake Avenue North for 1.5 miles.
That is one of the points of contention that I do want to bring up. Westlake for 1.5 miles. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, we're going to Magnolia for this order. One of the points of contention about DoorDash is, like, you know, you show up to a restaurant, like, are you supposed to go in, butt your way in, you know, fucking trample over everybody there waiting for their shit and be like, hey, I'm DoorDash, like, give me food, like, I am DoorDash, give me food. Like, nah. I feel like you need to be considerate, but at the same time, you don't want to sit there like I did, like a fucking idiot for 7 minutes while the customer's food gets fucking cold or warm or whatever it is. Like ice cream, oh my god, dude, don't even get me started on ice cream. But anyways, like, you don't want to be an asshole, and you know, like, people they don't like it when you constantly badger them. Hey, is my order ready yet? Hello, like, an update for Janet's order, please. Like, hey, is Janet ready yet? Like, hello, Janet, DoorDash. You don't want to be that guy, but at the same time, like, sometimes the fucking employees just don't give a fuck. And, like, that's fucked up, dude. It's like, how are you going to make an order and then have it sitting there on the counter for ages and ages? You're not even going to, like, on the app, it'll say, like, your dasher is here, bro. Like, you've checked in, like, you're at the store. They should put 2 and 2 together and be like, oh, he's here. Hello, call out an order. DoorDash. Nothing. Fucking crickets, dude. I was hoping that they would say something, you know, if it was ready. I assumed it wasn't ready. Not a big deal. I'm just using this as an example, you know, because this shit does happen quite frequently. And you often see that the merchants get annoyed and pissed off when you ask them too frequently about the order. And plus, like I said, I did show up like 2 minutes early, but by the time I was there for 7 minutes, it's fucking 5 minutes late. You know what I mean? But it was ready. It was already ready when I walked in the store. You know, and
And I always try to, I do try to ask if it's ready, even if I'm early. But sometimes they'll get pissed off at you and they'll be like it's not ready yet. Don't you see on the app like it says it's gonna be ready at 1:45? Like you're here at 1:40. Like you're early, dude. Like go outside, go sit in your car, go fucking watch Pornhub for 5 minutes because you're too fucking early. And I'm like, well, it can't hurt to ask. It can't hurt to ask. Like so much of the time it's actually ready, and then it saves you fucking 5 minutes of just sitting there watching Pornhub. Nothing wrong with Pornhub, but you gotta work. It's not time for that shit.
In a quarter mile, keep left to stay on Westlake Avenue North.
So, you know what I mean? Like, if there's a chance that it's ready early, then you should ask. But they get pissed off. They're like, you're way too early, bro. Like, I've had people, like, sneer at me, like, you're way too early, bro. Like, get the fuck out of this store, man. Like, you're way too early. It's like, isn't that a good thing if I'm here? Like, that means that, like, I'm ready to pick it up.
Keep left to stay on Westlake Avenue North.
If it's ready earlier, then, all the better. All the fucking better if it's ready earlier. It just doesn't make any goddamn sense. Why you would wait.
Continue for 1.5 miles.
But like I said, an example like this, it's not a big deal. It's just one point. There's a lot of different things that are kind of up in the air. And the problem with the gig like DoorDash is it's kind of up to you to fucking figure it out, because they don't give you they don't school you on like how to properly do things. They don't school you on how to properly, how everything goes. Everything's different. And like I said earlier, every store has a different fucking way they operate. And even if they might say in the directions do one thing, they expect you and ask you to do another. Like when I showed up to Burger King and they're fucking closed in the lobby, even though it says in the app, park your car and walk into the store and pick up from the pickup rack. Like, motherfucker, your store's closed. How the fuck am I supposed to do that? At least say something like the lobby's closed until 10 a.m. or use a drive-thru if the lobby's not open. And some places will legitimately say walk into the fucking store when the store is never open. And some places will tell you to not go through the drive-thru, like specifically. So there's no one way of like doing it. It's always different. And they don't give you like a DoorDash school or like an ethics course, You kind of have to make this shit up for yourself. And they get so many new people, and so many people are just, don't give a fuck anyways. Damn, what the fuck is this guy driving? I've never seen anything like that, bro. It's like a cyber truck on steroids, dude. I've never seen anything looking like that. These fucking headlamps. Yeah, so there's no one way of doing shit, and, they don't give you, like, a guideline, really, So you kind of just have to figure it out by feel and just by trial and error. And, you're still going to face situations that you're not going to know what the best thing to do is, because, honestly, there's two options, and you just have to guess. Like when you show up to a delivery where it says, hand it to me, leave at door. What am I supposed to do there? Your customer has two options. You can say, hand it to me, or you can say, leave at my door. But why does like a good 20 to 30% of the orders say, hand it to me, leave at my door? It doesn't even make any sense. Like, you lose either one. You gotta guess one. And if you don't get it right, it's like, what the fuck? So, DoorDash, fix that shit. But I want to keep it positive. I mean, yeah, there's good and bad things. But another good thing that happened today, a McDonald's order. And I got a $15 tip. $18.50 total for that order. I think at first it was showing me something like $8 or $9. And then after I delivered it, it was like $18.50, dude, with the $15 customer tip. I was like, fuck yeah, dude. Massive props to whoever fucking gave me that tip, bro. Like, that was legit. On a McDonald's order, dude. Like, that shit, it, like, costs more than the food, bro. Massive props to that person. That shit made my day for sure. Definitely doesn't happen all the time, but you know, holiday season, people feeling a little generous. Could have been a business order, you know. Wealthy neighborhood. Rich ass neighborhood. Rich MRFers live up here. But there's a cool park, Discovery Park. Really legit park. One of my favorite parks in all of Seattle. Spent many a summer night there with old friends in high school and beyond. Many PBRs were drunk by the fireside as massive logs were harvested from below the sand dunes and hoisted with great difficulty to the cliff sides above. Anyways, yeah. Tried to sound poetic, but no, it's a dope place. $10.75 on that order, not too bad, not too shabby. But yeah, man, just trying to close out 2023 on 2022 on a strong note, heading into 2023. And 2023, my goal is just to get a really solid work ethic and really start to create a lot of content for this channel, and really, you know, document my journey through the gig economy and the retail arbitrage hustle, flipping clothing mostly and books on eBay and Amazon. Maybe I'll be able to break into some of the wholesale stuff next year, because that's really where I want to head. You know, hard goods and stuff. But you know, as I am now, clothing, used books on Amazon, clothing on eBay and Poshmark. I did Mercari for a while. Mercari I stopped doing because they're kind of shit. Alright, got an order up here for Bounty Kitchen up in Queen Anne. And it's crazy, dude. I was up here when it snowed a couple weeks ago. And
in a quarter mile, merge onto 5th Avenue West.
Like, it was crazy, dude. Like, just the difference in elevation from Queen Anne, like a few hundred feet above sea level, versus just being on the, you know, on the ground. Like, there was nothing sticking downtown. There was nothing sticking on the street below Queen Anne. But you start climbing up Queen Anne, and like Queen Anne Ave, like coming up from downtown side, like about halfway up, like the snow would start sticking, and like, dude, it was coated. Like, all the streets were coated up here, and I was like driving through fucking powder and shit, and like it was enough to fucking slide, dude. Like, I was like really sketched out about going up those hills, super steep hills, and I was spinning out and shit. You know, not like bad, but you know, and like I was definitely like losing traction frequently. And it was so crazy, dude, because like it was fucking snowing, like it was just coming down like a blizzard up here, dude. And as soon as I got out of Queen Anne, there was like just rain. Like, just that amount of elevation made a difference. And I was freaking out. I was like, I gotta get the fuck out of Queen Anne. And I kept getting orders for up here, and I was like, fuck, like this isn't happening, dude. I'm pausing my orders. Anyways, it ended up being a long night, and like I ended up like going, I think that was the day I went 12 hours. And but I did end up in fucking Shoreline. I took this order that I shouldn't have taken.
In a quarter mile, turn left onto West McGraw Street.
Side, and like there's a lot more snow was sticking up there, like past Northgate and up. Like there was snow everywhere, dude. And I actually got stuck in the snow trying to deliver to this kid at Shoreline Community College at like 2 or 3 in the morning or some shit. And dude, it was just mad, bro. Oh fuck. Driving around with this little fucking car, dude. No snow tires, no fucking chains, none of that shit. I mean, this is Seattle, dude. Nobody knows how to drive in the snow. It was crazy. But yeah, you may be asking me, how did I get out of the snow? I was stuck for a good like 15 minutes, dude, and I was like trying everything I could. Oh, son of a bitch, there's somebody blocking the fucking road right here. I was stuck for a good 15 minutes in the snow, dude. And then there was a security guard. It's the middle of the fucking night. There was a security guard, like, sitting in a car, like, in a parking lot, like, a ways away. And he saw me. He came over and he gave me a push. And, like, it was super cool, dude. If you didn't, you fucking saved me. If he wasn't out there,
in a quarter mile, turn left to stay on Queen Anne Avenue North.
I would have spent the night out there, dude. That would have been miserable. But yeah. Stories from the vault. Alright guys, so I'm sitting here in front of Dumpling Zone waiting for customer support to get back to me, because just like it happens all the time, somebody else picked up the order. So it was either a glitch in the app, which I'm starting to think that's what's going on, is like there's just some kind of glitch where it's sending it to two dashers at the same time. So somebody else already picked it up. I sent it into support to go through their thing. They said they're going to call the other dasher, and then they're going to call the restaurant, and I got to stay here. I'm like in the middle of the street with my freaking hazards on, so I'm not too stoked about that. But I had a conspiracy theory that people were stealing orders, and that might not actually be the case. Now I'm leaning towards that it's actually a glitch in the app, because the app is retarded and buggy as hell. But there could be some tomfoolery going on. I don't know how dashers are getting away with stealing orders. I know that's been a big thing for years, is like, DoorDash drivers stealing food. Like, I have a buddy in California that says his food got stolen by dashers like multiple times when he ordered from DoorDash, which is crazy, because I would never fucking consider, like doing anything that's going to put your account in jeopardy, dude. I work so hard to keep my ratings intact and to, strive for, like, I have a 4.88 rating, fucking 100% completion rate. I have over 80% on time, and I have like almost 90% acceptance rate, dude. I strive so hard to keep my ratings up despite all of the adversity that we face, because the app sucks. You frequently hurt your stats. It causes you to miss orders. It causes you to be late when you're not late. It causes you to get bad ratings because of shit in the app that says, it says, hand it to me, leave it at my door. Well, which one is it? Customer expects one thing, they get another, they're going to give you a bad rating. Anyways, all that aside, I think there definitely are, like, malicious intents among some dashers to steal food. I don't know how they do it or how they pull it off. I don't assume that they pull it off well. They probably get their shit banned, bro. Like, I would hope so. Maybe they steal a few meals, but then, they're booted off the app. And their completion rate can't be good if they're continually, like, I would assume they're grabbing food, and then they say, like, maybe they have a double order. Here we go. I gotta go. So it's unbelievable. Like, everything doesn't always go according to plan. But not often does it happen twice in a row. And I had a double order. One of them was for
In 600 feet, turn left onto Stewart Street.
The other one is for Man vs. Fries. It's like a food truck. And guess what? The first order, somebody
turn
else
left onto
up.
Stewart Street.
Like, I already told you guys about that shit, I think, right? I mean, it's been that long. Like, I literally had to drive around the block, which took me like 10 minutes, just to go back at a different angle to park in front of this food truck. 15 minutes after the pickup time. And they said, oh, we can't make the order because we don't have the ingredients. I'm like, bruh. And they were both good orders too. It was like $10 for both of them. That would have been $20 easy, like 20 minutes or less. That would have been an easy fucking good fucking double order, and I would have ended up in Capitol Hill, where I want to be right now, not in the middle of fucking downtown. But alas, not everything goes according to plan. You do get paid half of the order if that happens. So I got paid like $10 total.
In 800 feet, turn left onto 5th Avenue.
It took forever, dude. It took literally like at least half an hour, dude. I've been dealing with this mess. First, trying to sort out the first one. It took them forever to confirm everything. The second one was quick, but it took me forever to fucking get there, dude. Like, at least they give you something, but it's really not, like, they would have been delivered by now. Just put it that way. But it is what it is. I got another order right now for $10 from Veggie Grill, so it's gonna get super busy. I'm gonna try to kill it this evening. Alright guys, so mad hectic downtown. It's coming up on 5. It's probably after 5 by now. But there's just so many people out Saturday evening, you know, Christmas season, all sorts of people like wearing Santa Claus shit. Man, it's just so many pedestrians, dude. It's just like, fuck. Like I said, it took me like fucking 5-10 minutes to get around the block down by Pacific Place. And I just got an order for Din Tai Fung, which is down there in Pacific Place. Most stressful pickup because that shit's on the 4th floor. And I used to go there all the time when I did this on a bike a few years back. And man, it was just the most stressful pickup because, you know, like, first of all, it takes so long to get there. Second of all, their food was never ready on time. And it was just like, come on, bro, what the fuck? You know? But this time, they were actually ready with their food. And it was stressful because I had to park in a freaking no stops area with my hazards on. And I basically fucking ran up, dude. There's an escalator for 4 fucking floors, dude. It takes forever, and you're behind crowds of people, like lazy shopping people that just are not in a rush, and you're in a rush. Anyways, $15 order going all the way out to Rainier Beach area, and I'm just glad to get out of downtown. Hopefully I can start dashing in this central Seattle, southern Seattle. And hopefully it'll be just as busy down here. But fuck going downtown right now, dude. It's just way too busy, bro. You know, parking is stressful. Driving is stressful. It's just a big hot mess. But I can't complain about a $15 order. I don't know if this guy's gonna... Yeah, wait for this guy. Looking out for my fellow humans out here. I do have a heart still. Anyways, yeah. Oh my god, dude, I'm freaking beat. I'm not even gonna lie. It's only 5. Bro, that was a long delivery. Like, fucking hell, dude. Honestly, like, what did I did a veggie grill. Yeah. Okay, so I did a veggie grill. It was like $10. And, how do I get out of here, bro? This is like... This is like the nice area of Rainier Beach. Right off the lake right here. Dude, fucking hell, bro. Like, 20 minutes less delivery time on that. Din Tai Fung. Used to do this shit during the fucking good old DoorDash days when every order was like $6.50, and like the customer tip basically did nothing. Like, like the tip plus the DoorDash fee would always equal like $6.50. Even when the customer, unless the customer tipped like an extraordinary amount, and I think then it could go higher. I don't remember though. Don't quote me on that. I'm pretty sure what happened was, yeah, it was like, so say the customer tips you like $5, DoorDash would pay you $1.50, and if the customer tipped you nothing, DoorDash would pay you $6.50. So it was like, you know, you're guaranteed $6.50, but like a customer's tip did fucking nothing, bro. And then there's that big like thing about, you know, DoorDash was stealing your tips and shit. Like, when you tip somebody, where does it go? And I had people ask me that shit this year. Like, they're like, so when I tip you, like, do you get that money, or you know? And I'm like, yeah, they fixed that shit. You know, because everybody complained, dude, for rightful reason. Like, it was fucked up. And dude, like, you know, like, it wasn't even possible to get like high paying orders, dude. Like, a $19 order would be like unfathomable, bro. But now, you know, I'm getting $19 orders. I got an $18.50 order earlier. That's pretty sick, bro. You know, it did take me, you know, probably, plus going to the restaurant, you know, a good half an hour plus. But it's worth it. I had to pause the dash though, dude, because I'm fucking beat. I don't know if I'm gonna make it. I don't want to go to Jack in the Box, bro. It's just gross. I go there all too much, and I'm sick of their menu. They don't have anything good. Their munchie shit is disgusting, dude. That's why I used to look at that shit and think, oh, I want to try one of those. That looks kind of good. It's like a fucking, like, it's like a grilled cheese with nacho cheese in it, bro. Like, what? Like, you're too cheap to just put, like, real cheese in that shit? You gotta use nacho cheese on a grilled cheese? Doesn't even make sense. And then there's, like, curly fries on a burger. Like, bro, I don't like fries on a burger, dude. That just, fries with a burger. Fries on the side. They put it on the fucking burger. Like, no wonder only fucking stoners think that shit's good. You'd have to be really fucking stoned to think that shit tastes good, bro.
Take the next left onto Southwest Alaska Street.
Alright, yo, I'm out here on Sunday. It is fucking hailing. It is literally like dropping snow/hail. I don't know if I can show what it looks like. It's kind of like snow hail out here. You can see that. But anyways, mad traffic on 2nd, trying to get to kind of CID area. Go with the McDonald's order, which, by the way, never fucking pick up from McDonald's 3rd downtown, because you're never gonna find a place to park. Like, all the streets are one ways. You can't drive on 3rd because it's fucking buses only. I'm literally driving all the way around like 2 or 3 blocks, and then fucking turning all the way around, coming back, and then trying to make an approach, and there's nowhere to park on any of the fucking side streets. I literally had to find an alley, a sketchy ass alley with like homeless people in it, to fucking put my hazards on and run like 2 blocks to McDonald's. God, it's just unbelievable. And if you don't know the area, that McDonald's is like notorious for being like the hub of this area downtown called like the Knife or something like that, I think it's called. And it's basically like a hub for drug dealing and like gangs and shit. And there's just mad homeless people and sketchy shit going on down there. Not a good place to fucking be, especially leaving my car in an alley like that. But, you know, I don't usually deliver downtown unless it's at night. I'll deliver here late night because then there's no traffic and it's easy to fucking jet around downtown. But sitting in traffic like this it's gonna be 3 lights before I can fucking get through this light, bro. It's not worth it, dude. I mean, it's cool to see the snow though. It's a little different, and it's sunny. Like, that's crazy. We have snow/hail, and it's sunny. And it's 45 degrees. That's Seattle for you. Yeah. Anyways, wrapping up this week. I didn't get a chance to work as much as I wanted. I was a little under the weather. Feeling better today. See, like I said, another 3rd light right now. 3rd light. I'm gonna hit it the 4th time. A little under the weather this week, but I'm starting to feel better. So hopefully next week I can get out there and make another 1,000. I'm on target to make 800 this week. But I can't imagine I put in much more than 40 hours. Yesterday, the actual stats was $165 and 7.5 or 7 hours. So it ended up being around $22, $23 per hour, which wasn't great for this gig, for what I've been doing. But as you might recall, I had some really shitty orders where they didn't have the item available, or they got the food stolen, or whatever happened back to back, and I didn't get paid a lot for those. So Jesus fucking Christ. Man, fuck these motherfuckers, bro. I'm gone. Everybody's turning left, bro. I hate that shit. When the whole thing's backed up and you can't get around just because everybody has to turn fucking left, bro. Come on, bro. Now we're good. I'm fucking jetting down here. Alright. Dude, that was so gangsta, bro. Like, they were standing out on the fucking street, dude. All I had to do was, like, put my hazards on, roll down the window. Reminiscent of the Uber Eats curbside delivery days, bro. When you just roll to, like, the drop pin and, like, the motherfucker's already there. Like, just grab the order and go, bro. Like, you don't even have to do shit. I love that kind of shit, bro. I wish every order was like that. That was super chill. Down here at Lake Washington, Beautiful. And wonder if I can kind of do somewhat of a dash cam. Sort of. Kind of, sort of. It's not really high enough. Yacht Club over here. Can't wait to take my kayak out again. It's been a minute. Dude, I can't believe like some of these orders, like how they, you know, I don't know. Why do people order shit from like a fucking taco truck basically in Capitol Hill? A taco restaurant that serves street tacos and shit on plates, like not in proper fucking, you know, containers. They're gonna order that shit all the way to fucking like Inner Bay / Ballard. Like, dude. Second of all, I have 2 orders, bro. Like, the first order was late as fuck because of all the traffic, because there's some event going on at Seattle Center, and Denny Way is just fucking gridlocked, bro. And there's people in the streets around Queen Anne fucking waving people by, and like you can't go for hella long, dude. It's unbelievable, bro. And then, you know, people order street tacos from fucking Capitol Hill through all that shit. And then the second order, dude, is going to fucking basically Ballard, which is just an ungodly distance for fucking street tacos, dude. That shit's not going to be warm by the time it gets there, dude. Like, I have a bag, that's it. I don't know, I don't understand. Yeah, that's tough, bro. You know, fucking... There's an event going on, Seattle Center, like, I didn't know about that. I probably wouldn't have accepted that if I knew that shit, bro. Backed up, fucking bumper to bumper, fucking gridlocked, Denny Way, all the way to fucking Seattle Center. They order from Capitol Hill, 2 orders. One comes down to Lower Queen Anne, one goes to the north fucking side, way around everything, through Inner Bay. Bro, like, how are you gonna order street tacos that far away? Like, do you expect... Why don't you order something from around here? Like, there's probably plenty of fucking taco joints around here you could order from. I don't get it. Sometimes, like, people order burgers and fries from hella far away, dude. Like, that shit's just not gonna be good by the time it gets to you. I'm sorry. I'm not Jesus. I don't have a fucking oven in my car.
Your destination will be on the right.
Oh, plus it's pouring snow. 34-degree snow. Shit is just pouring, bro. Like, maybe I could get a shot of it. It was just starting to stick to the cars. I'm still up here waiting on an order. I'm in Queen Anne. I wanted to go back to West Seattle and just have a chill night, or, you know, even stay in the freaking Columbia Columbia City. God, I'm getting tired, son of a bitch. Oh my god, dude. I'm getting beat right now. But I didn't even realize it, but I hit $270 plus today. I thought I was only gonna make $150 or something like that. 270, dude. And I've only been out here 7 hours. That's averaging right around $33 per hour. Trust me, I did the fucking math on the calculator. But I'm thinking, now my weekly earnings, I was thinking I was going to hit 800. Now I'm 960. I might actually get that 1K. I could just push, you know, a little bit harder, knock out 3 or 4 more deliveries, and I'll hit it. Man, I'm fucking beat, though. Man, it was crazy earlier, like, different areas I was getting big flurries of snow and sticking as well. To a degree. I mean, there's snow out here on the fucking grass and shit, but not in the street. Last hour, I did 4 deliveries, made $50. 1 hour, $50. Pretty legit. Anyone can fucking do it. You just need a car. And at that, you don't need a fancy car like you're driving Uber. You don't need a 10 years or newer. You know, you just need a fucking car, dude. And I've got a 98, car that you wouldn't be able to drive in Uber or Lyft, but you can DoorDash with it, no problem. You just gotta work hard, dude. That's all it is. You gotta work hard. Hit that top dasher. Hustle. Guys, it's really coming down. Oh my goodness. Really coming down out here.
One fucking beat, dude. $343 a day. 31 deliveries, about 10 hours, give or take, because that's an estimation. I started around 11:15. I ended around 10. But I took like an hour break. And yeah, there was not all the time was on delivery. So I said about 10 hours. Definitely the most I've ever made in one day. I had some killer orders. But now I have to sleep.
Alright guys, I did this screen recording but didn't capture my audio, so I'll just voice it over. Yeah, you can see it hit 1,029, 26 for the week. It's always crazy that the DoorDash pay almost always equals the customer tip. And then little shout out to ratings here, 486. Customer rating went down a little bit. Somebody gave me a 3-star. I don't know what I did wrong, but not really stressing that. Still high, 91% acceptance rate, extremely high. Almost accept everything now. I'm top dasher. I get good orders. 100% completion rate, of course. Never nothing less. 80.92% on time has been rising from 68. Super proud of that. So yeah, guys.